Well, that's because Littlefinger's army wasn't really his army at all. It was the army of the Vale, loyal to Robin Arryn Lord Paramount of the Vale and Warden of the East. Littlefinger was his protector and regent until he came of age, and in that capacity he brought the knights of the Vale North to aid the Starks. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. However, the revelation that he basically murdered his way into that office by throwing Laisa Arryn out of the moon door, as well as sparking the War of the Five Kings by manipulating her into poisoning their previous lord, Jon Arryn, pretty much ended any hold he had over them. His own personal guard were essentially just mercenaries. Sure, he paid them well, but what use is coin to a dead man? At the end of the day, no one liked Lord Baelish, no one was truly loyal to him, and not a single person spoke up for him. They all knew that he had it coming. Littlefinger didn't have an army. With all the nobles dying over the course of the series, it wasn't always clear who owed loyalty to whom. Littlefinger styled himself as Lord Protector of the Vale, but his rights to do so were fuzzy at best. The army was loyal to the Vale, and would likely have been fully loyal to Jon Arryn. With his death, the only heir was a child, who everyone knew to be weak and immature, even as children go. Laisa ruled through Robin for a time, though it's made clear, in the books at least, that the lords of the Vale resented her leadership. When Littlefinger married and then murdered her, he was left with no actual authority. He exercised influence as Robin's stepfather, which is a pretty weak claim to power, but he managed to sell it well enough to make it work. It's implied that the Knights of the Vale had wanted to get involved with the war for some time, so riding to the aid of Winterfell wasn't a hard sell. Still, when push came to shove, it was always an open question of whether the army would obey him. Yohn Royce, on the other hand, was a lord of the Vale from way back. Everyone knew him and trusted him. If it came down to listening to him, versus listening to this obviously slimy outsider who was trying to throw his weight around in their kingdom, it wasn't a hard choice. Once Royce was convinced, it was game over. And he didn't seem that hard to convince. In the first place, it was not technically Littlefinger's army, it was the army of the Lord of the Vale, the falconer Robin Arryn. Second, the army was not in the Great Hall where this meeting took place. There was no reason for Littlefinger to have even thought that he would be under threat. He was hoping to see Arya lose her head. So there was no reason to keep the army at an alert. Third, the commander of the army, Yohn Royce, was in the room. Some other minor Vale lords were also there. He was the one that Baelish appealed to. But remember, Littlefinger had cheated, scorned and threatened Royce when he had the power. Royce was enjoying his discomfiture too much to help him. Plus, why would Royce help when Baelish murdered his liege lord, Jon Arryn, and liege lady, Laisa? Finally, Sansa is the Lady of Winterfell and acting instead of the king in the north. Who in their right minds is going to stop her from delivering justice to a man no one really likes even? Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.